Cracking down on drunk driving, a federal safety board is making a big recommendation. The NTSB wants all states to require ignition interlock devices for convicted drunk drivers, even first-time offenders. The board says the dashboard breath test machines are the best solution to reducing drunk driving deaths. They cited a new study finding some 360 people killed in wrong-way crashes every year, and 69% of those involved alcohol. 17 states already have laws requiring ignition interlock devices for all convicted drunk drivers, but Minnesota is not one of them. And criminal defense attorney Chuck Ramsay is here to talk more about this with us. First off, Chuck, I thought I heard of people in Minnesota who have used these devices. So tell us what the difference is here. Is it that it's just not required so far?
It's not required for all first-time DWI offenders to have this interlock device installed in their vehicle. Only certain types of first-time offenders and repeat offenders, if they choose to drive.
So what are the chances of something like this actually passing and becoming law in Minnesota?
Well, it's kind of scary, and let's be clear, the goal of the NTSB here is to require eventually that all vehicles have this type of alcohol disabling device in them. With the power that the federal government wields with transportation funds, if the United States Congress passes this bill that requires states to have this type of requirement, it will tie to it millions of dollars, and really tens of millions of dollars for the state of Minnesota. And so just back from, like 10 years ago, when the state of Minnesota decided to finally lower the alcohol limit from 0.10 to 0.08, it did so only under the threat of losing $30 million unless it followed that government mandate.
So you really foresee the day where this would be, essential in any new car that's produced here?
Well, I certainly don't believe it's essential, but the NTSB is trying to force all Americans to have this in their vehicle. Right now, it's trying to coerce manufacturers into installing this in all of its vehicles.
And what would the problem be, and what are your reservations about it, just for the folks out there who might not understand why you're saying that?
Well, first of all, it's cost prohibitive for many people. If it is installed in vehicles, it costs hundreds to have it installed and maintained, hundreds of dollars every month.
Isn't it like a $500 charge right now, something like that?
Well, it's about $150 to have it installed,
okay,
and about $130 to maintain it every month.
All right.
Yeah, but in addition to that, these devices malfunction. And so someone might wake up in the morning and get ready to go to work, turn on their car, blow into this machine, but because the machine malfunctioned, they are stopped dead in their tracks and they don't make it to work. They may lose their job, and that could hurt their families as well.
Well, the NTSB has their way of thinking about it. Chuck Ramsay, criminal defense attorney, you have yours, and we appreciate you sharing your time with us today.
You're welcome, Jeff. Thank
Thanks.
you.